So in this segment, we're going to talk again about how the UK doesn't understand how US trade policy works, especially after Joe Biden told us to get lost. This article from the 18th of February, quite late on this one, but I think it's important to talk about, the fact that the UK doesn't understand. The simple fact is, it's Congress and the President that decide trade policy. It's not individual states, not really. So ministers hope to sign mini trade deals with individual US states after President Joe Biden made clear a wider post-Brexit agreement was not a priority. Can you imagine when Barack Obama said we'll be in the back of the queue? He was serious, like we will be in the back of the queue, and we are. By 2030. That's just, that's an almost an entire decade. So UK officials have been in talks with governors, mayors and business leaders in economically powerful states such as California, which has a bigger economy than France. The GDP of California is insane. But, what are we going to sell to Californians that they can't get already? It's just madness. Trade Minister Penny Mordaunt has held discussions in California, Tennessee, Georgia, South Carolina and Oklahoma, which, again, these people won't be able to do anything. They can put pressure on their senators and their congresspeople, but the US, we're not even on the US's radar for trade. International Trade Secretary Anne-Marie is also expected to visit the US over the coming months. I mean, great, a massive waste of taxpayers' money so she can jet off to America, but, not really going to achieve much, really, is she? Tariffs on goods can be set under the president, but individual states can make deals in areas such as regulation of services, which, account for almost £84 billion worth of UK exports. But the thing is, unless you get some sort of agreement at a congressional level, it's not going to make a ton of difference. Deregulation can help certain UK firms maybe get more of a foothold in America, but it's not going to make a ton of difference. And in exchange, what are these American states going to want? That's the key question. There's a bit more here. The Department for Trade told The Times there's a wealth of opportunities to build even further, deeper ties on both a federal and state level, and the federal level is the key. A state level is not going to help that much. We want to make it easier and cheaper for UK and US businesses to work together. But, the EU has a whole host of bilateral deals with the Americans. We don't really have access to those anymore, do we? So the argument that we're trying to work closer with America trade-wise doesn't make sense. Ministers believe that such agreements would result in joint ventures between British and American companies worth billions of pounds, which we already had when we were members of the EU. This is just rubbish. While other agreements on service regulations would benefit insurance, accountancy, legal, architecture and engineering firms, I mean, as an EU member, we had a ton of bilateral deals which already helped British businesses. So this is just more rubbish for the Daily Mail to feed its audience. And it's weird that they've gone with a picture of Penny Mordaunt, not Anne-Marie. Very weird thing for the Mail to do. But the simple fact is, they don't understand that trade is dictated at a federal level, not at state level. States do have some minor controls over things, but the simple fact is, it's done at a federal level when it comes to services especially. And, free trade agreements typically don't even cover things like services. It's mainly goods. The WTO, has a say over goods. It doesn't have it over services. They're a whole different thing, which countries are reluctant to give access to for other countries, mainly because services are where most of the money is at compared to manufacturing and agriculture. But anyways, I'm going to leave it there. Let me know what you think in the comments below. The UK once again failing to understand US trade policy, or just trying to give red meat to the Mail and the Express, I don't know. But let me know what you think in the comments below. Like, comment, share, subscribe, support the channel on Patreon if you can, and hopefully I'll see you in the next one.